Unga Bunga! Unga Bunga! Ladies and gentlemen! Wait, I gotta figure out this. The sound again. Once again, it's the same struggle every single time. Alright, so this is a bit too much. This should be better now. We'll see what happens now. Let's see in game. It's still a bit okay, this should be good. Let's see how it is for me. Oh yeah, this is good. This should be good. Okay, it works on phone, so it should be fine. If anyone has any complaints, write it in chat. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the United Masters 3 Grand Final Playday 1. Of course, this is divided into 2 playdays because of the sheer length of the competition. We are stepping it up a notch. Instead of 12, we have 24 laps on each map. Hence, we are only playing 3 maps today and 4 maps on the second playday. The name of the game is Endurance. And now more than ever, very, very important. Definitely a marathon this time. Your hands will hurt, your fingers will hurt. So let's take a look quickly at the leaderboards. After the Semi-finals, this is how we're going into the finals. Hawk leading, Roa second, Neko third, Exotic fourth, Hippie fifth. Then we have Dream, Lolly, Tona, Zepset and Stefan who make top 10. Red Shadow in a surprising 11th place, gunning for that top 10. Then we have Spitfire, K, Garf, JJ, Mizu, Kent, Drago, Danik B and whoever this guy is who make the top 20. Every point counts. Oh wait, music. I didn't think this through. Very unfortunate. This is what I want. Nice. There we go. This is what I want. This is what I need. What better way to go into this epicness than with some Unreal Tournament 99 soundtrack, the best Unreal Tournament that has ever been made. Changed my mind. But yeah, we are looking players warming up. I'm gonna be honest, I have no fucking idea what maps we're playing today, because I'm so out of this. I've been doing other shit in the game. I've been hunting some solo shit. Also had in real life shit to deal with. So yeah, I'm out of this competition totally. I'm just here to bring you the best cast that has ever been brought to you in the history of Trackmania. But as I do that every year, I'll try to do my best this year as well. So it looks like we will start on Island, Desert and Stadium for the first part of this Grand Finals. Definitely a very forgiving selection for the first part of the Grand Final. Cannot imagine doing snow rally back to back probably on the second Playday. Fingers would be dead. But at least they changed that we don't have the Rally and Island in the same one, because that would be fucking hell to play through. So, because these two environments are the most precise environments in the game, and Lolly does a fucky wacky, thank God! This is only a warm-up. Do we have breaks between maps? For sure. 5 min breaks. Predictions for today? I have no idea. I'm telling you, I'm so out of the loop. I'm just here to bring the action, no clue. But I would imagine Hawk doing well and Exotic. I expect at least one Fakiwaki from Tona, one from Roa. If we're looking at the scoreboard in the game, Neko will also do a Fakiwaki. But these are just my oblivious predictions. What the fuck was that? As I said before, I'm out of the loop on this one. I'm just here to cast the shenanigans. So we will see. We have 10 more minutes. We don't have all the players here. But we will see, Sorry, I have time to change this fucking... Oh yeah, wait, let me do some things with this mic stand. I gotta put it higher. Fucking doing it one-handed is weird. Okay, this should be no better. So as long as the volume is fine... Oh yeah, this is perfect for me. As long as the volume is fine on your end, we, I think, are good to go on Transgression by Exeter in a couple of minutes. We will start. Okay, I guess we... I guess everyone is taking a break. 3 minutes. Everyone needs to take a piss. So, be right back. start again. We are still in the warm-up now, but it's for real. Gotta set up my helicopter. There we go. Yeah, this will do well. Where do I want to start this? What's a sketchy section? Where's the lamp? I gotta find the lamp. I need it now. Where's the lamp? Where's the goddamn lamp? I knew where it was, but I can't find it now for some reason. Where's the lamp? 1 minute to find the fucking lamp. Ah, there we go. We'll put helicopter right on this lamp. Let's see if anyone makes a fucky wacky in the first turn. Hello? What's going on now? Stupid. There we go. This should do the trick. Counting down the final seconds. Jesus Christ. Of this. And then after good 40 seconds, we'll go in for real. Good luck, fun. For the last time, are the volumes all right? Everyone's satisfied. Everyone's satisfied. Good luck, have fun, and we're live into the first round of the United Masters Free Grand Finals on Transgression by Exeter. Once again, why am I not in spec? Hello? Spec. Huh? Bro. How the fuck did that happen? I don't know. I'm supposed to be in spec. So I don't know how that happened. Let's just follow Red Shadow from the start. And we are live. Once again. Who's it gonna be? Every point once again. Dream goes there super wide. Let's follow from his perspective. He probably gonna risk it later on. Lolly goes wide as well, but no major mistakes. We have seen no crashes into that part, and Dream already back into top places. Let's look this from a Spitfire's perspective. We are nearing the lamp, so we'll go to helicopter. Any mistakes on the lamp there? Anyone gonna crash? No mistakes there from anyone. But the field has spread out a little bit. Already 2.5 seconds from first to 15th. But no major mistakes though from any of the players on lap number 1. We've seen Stefan fucking off into the distance for a little bit, followed by Red Shadow. Interestingly enough, Red Shadow... Oh, I'm not gonna do that again. Commentator's curse. And we have completed lap 1, and the standings are Exotic, Stefan, Dream, Zepset, Tona, Roa, Nico, JJ, Hawk, and Red Shadow. Hawk surprisingly falls down to 8th place. How did that happen? He must have done something I did not see. Very interesting, very interesting. Red Shadow also made a nice recovery there. Helicopter. Anyone gonna fuck off the lamp? No mistakes, no crashes on the lamp. Fantastic. So far, a very nice and consistent train of players. Exotic though is building up a nice gap already at 2 seconds. We have Stefan, Roa and Zepse there in a fight of their own, followed by Dream. Remember, this is a very, very punishing environment. One mistake, one little slide can cost you places big time. For example, what Dream did, that can cost you, and this can cost him as well. He surely will get overtaken by at least one player. There we go, Red Shadow somehow finds himself in 6th place. Correct, while these guys are having a go. Roa, Stefan and Hawk are doing something. In lap number 3, while Exotic extends to almost 2.5 seconds and Hawk is there sliding. Could that be an opportunity for Tona? No, it will not be. Hawk does a fucking wacky. Hawk slides out big time, and that will be very, very punishing. Hawk now down to what? Oh my god, cigarettes. To 11th place. A very unfortunate slide out on a very unfortunate part of the map. So it's now a recovery drive for Hawk, which I don't even doubt he'll be able to make. Definitely a top 5 finish, I think, for him. We're only at lap number 3 out of 24, so 19 more laps. This can still go anyone's way, while we see Roa and Stefan going at it. Do you have any other close fights at the moment on lap number 4? Look at that, Roa with a better speed will overtake Stefan. No, it will not. Exotic still holds a 2-second lead, so he's not fucking off into the distance as much as I thought he will. But remember, that is one slide out away from being 3rd. Doubt he'll be 4th because the gap is big enough. Let's see Red Shadow battling with Nico, Tona and Zipset. Surprising performance. Go fucking Red Shadow. We didn't see any major mistakes, maybe from Spitfire, but we didn't spec him, unfortunately. Holy glazing his Balkan friends? Nah, I'm just surprised he's doing that well, because his performance is way better than it was. Oh, and Nico now does something weird. Will that allow Zipse to overtake? Yes, and Red will close in, and Hawk is somehow there in the mix. This is a very interesting battle for 5th place, because everyone is there. Let's look at this from Hawk's perspective. Look at this. Oh, someone gets destroyed there. Someone got destroyed there. Who was that? Was it Tona? No, look how close these players are. Interesting. Oh, Hawk again. Not consistent at all. What is going on with Hawk? That's very interesting. The GOAT of Ireland with so many mistakes. Unheard of. And Roa is closing in on Exotic. Something happened there with Exotic as well. But let's just follow this battle here, which is the most entertaining one. But we'll keep a close eye on this lead change if it's gonna happen. Roa is closing in 1.2, 1.12. Doing some shenanigans. I know the gap was over 2 seconds. So Exotic must have done some weird shit there that allowed Roa to close the gap. But the gap is now increasing back. Oh, I think that was Roa with a fucky wacky. Unfortunate, and Stefan was there to capitalize on it. And Hawk is suddenly 4th. And Dream and Tona and Zipset are going at it like fucking crazy. We have seen some lead changes. Very, very interesting now. In lap 6, which would have been the half point in semifinals. Interesting. Let's go to helicopter. Let's see, Exotic is there in the lead with a very, very nice gap. Stefan did a fucky wacky, and then Hawk, and then the close battle there with these guys. And then who else? A big gap there with Red Shadow and Nico and Garf, who make the top 10, followed by Kane, JJ and Lolly. Let's go with Lolly. I see you guys are into Lolly. Not like that. Let's see what can Lolly do. I hope I don't put a commentator's curse on him. He's currently in 13th position. Can he gun for top 10? Absolutely. It's only lap 7. We will see performance drop for many of the players later on. This is a very, very demanding environment. They drive consistently because it's one of the second most precise after rally. So yeah, it's really hard to smooth steer for 24 laps on the top level. So we'll definitely see a performance drop by some players. Can their Lolly capitalize on it? He has a fever. He posted that in Discord earlier, so he's sick. So while being sick, he's 13th, which is a very, very, very good thing. And Roa, yeah, you are correct. What is this? Roa and Exotic, a three-way battle for the lead. Where is Hawk? Is also right there. So the gaps have closed down while we were specking Lolita. Interesting, interesting. Oh, this is the map is just giving. Exotic, the pumping fastest laps. I think this is from before 106 and 1000. Oh my, welcome to the stream. Stream slapping, obviously. Oh, but Hawk again! Hawk very wide. That will allow Tona to overtake, Dream to overtake, and Zipset capitalize on it. Oh, he will not. Hawk with another mistake. What the fuck is going on there with Hawk today? Look at the battle here, a freeway battle for the lead. Exotic still there, but you cannot counter one. Stefan out of it, lap 8, going at it like fucking crazy. And the lap is now extending behind them by Tona. These guys are within a second of each other. Crazy, crazy, crazy pace. And we have Ken, JJ and Garf with another battle, but this is, let's quickly go there. Ken, JJ and someone else. And Garf. These guys are going for it. For the top 10 place, no mistake from Dan. Let's go back to the top. Exotic is fucking away into the distance for a little bit. Oh, and Stefan with a slide now. Tona will almost catch him. Tona will overtake. Where can Dream do? Dream is too unfortunate for Stefan. Drops down to 4th place. Oh, and Stefan once again. Dream go like a fucking torpedo. Will he be able to take him? Oh, punishing is this environment. A second behind, a second ahead with a single slide out. At the moment, Roa is still within a second of Exotic. Lap number 9, still not halfway race distance. Maybe this is the first signs of people dropping out because of the fingers. I don't know what I'm even saying. Fucking my English is very terrible today. But that was to be expected. You cannot drive this on the top level for that long. We will see a performance drop eventually as Hawk out of nowhere goes for the Dream and is now back in 5th place. So at the moment, Exotic Roatona in 3rd place. Wormy said he wanted to know how will Tona do. Tona is currently in the 3rd place. So good shit, but let's go again. Exotic, Roa, ooh, Roa making moves on Exotic. He closed the gap there. Can he go for the overtake? 0.38, 0.34, closing in slowly but surely. There we go, that was a good speed, that's a good line. Will he go for the overtake? Exotic holding on for the life, and Roa makes a fucky wacky. Tona comes like a torpedo and will go for the 2nd place. Maybe. Oh, not quite there yet, and Hawk is in the mix. You can see this really shows how punishing these slides out are. Tona, who had such a bad start, finds himself in 3rd position, battling for 2nd, battling for 1st. Because the Exotic is right there. Crazy, crazy stuff from Tona. Oh, and Roa makes another fucky wacky, and the Hawk will come in like torpedo. Will he be able to take him? No, he will not be able to take him. So, Exotic, Tona, Roa, Hawk, Dream, Stefan, Zipset, Ken, Garf, and Lolly in top 10. Lolly made it into top 10. Surprising. Give it up in the chat for all the Lolly fans, all my Satana Perkele fans. Doing very well within a 1.5 seconds of Garf. He can still do that. He can still get there, but where is Red Shadow? Not that much on his neck though, as Tona makes a pass and is now in 2nd place. Surprising. Hawk is falling behind. Dream is there. Roa down to 5th place. Probably made a fucky-wacky. But Tona is gunning for Exotic. Has dropped down a little bit, or Tona closed the gap. On halfway race distance. Ladies and gentlemen, this can go anyway at this point. But Exotic though, fastest lap after fastest lap, 1:00:12. That is within half a second of world record by Hawk. A very, very strong pace there by Exotic. He's holding on, but remember, one mistake means he will lose that first place. Even though he's consistent, Tona is also proving to be the consistent one. I guess whoever wrote in chat that Tona trained, I think it was Wormy, was correct. Tona indeed trained and is within. Oh, and Exotic, this is what I was talking about, and there goes Tona for the lead. Exotic is done in lap number 13. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit, we have seen a lead change from Exotic, a rare mistake from Exotic, but that's motivation in front of him. I doubt he will let that one slide. We still have many laps to go, and we'll see these two guys are in a different league. The gap is now 5 seconds to 4th place. To 10th is 21 seconds, which is absolutely crazy. Let's go for a while into helicopter. The field has spread out big time now. Stefan has fallen behind big time, is in 6th. But let's see. Exotic and Tona there going at it, followed by Hawk. You can now visualize the distance. The advantage. Dream is so far behind, followed by Roa. Stefan there doing his own freaking thing. Zapset also alone there. Garf also alone there. Do we have anyone else? And then a huge gap to Red Shadow. And then we have Lolly, Kent and Nico, the closest of the bunch. Everyone else is so spread out at the moment that it will take a really huge mistake. Oh! And that will allow Hawk to come in closer. It will take a huge mistake from any of the players to get the difference down at this point, because the field is spread out big time. But we have Tona in the lead, followed by Exotic, followed by Hawk, all within a second somewhat. And then we have a 3-second gap to Dream and Roa, and then another almost 5-second gap to Stefan, who is his lone warrior then in 6th place. And then we just don't see any close battles. Oh, there we go, Exotic going on Tona with a better exit speed. Can he take it? In a place where he lost the first place, can he regain it? And he... Almost. But this is within 0.05 now. Oh, and Exotic slides out again, and Hawk slides as well again. Unfortunate, and Exotic slides yet again. But Hawk will not capitalize on it. Jesus Christ. This can go anyway. Lap 15 out of 24. Do we have any close battles? Lolly now gunning after Red Shadow. And Red Shadow, oh yo, no, huge mistake, and Red Shadow will drop down places. Spitfire will not be able to capitalize. Why does this commentator curse every single time? Lolly moves into 9th place. Neko is 10th. Red Shadow drops out of top 10. Will probably not make it unless we see huge mistakes from other players, but the gap is insane. While Kent is out of the tunnels, Red Shadow is entering the tunnels, and there is our leader, Tona, followed by Exotic, followed by Hawk, who is also closing in the gap. Let's follow this for a little bit. We have seen so many mistakes in that part, and there we go, Exotic inside outside line, or was it vice versa? We'll go back for the overtake on Tona. Good shit. As Stefan drives a 1:00:44, that is a very good. We are seeing personal bests with the Roa as well, 1:00:62, which is almost a second off the world record by Hawk, and that is a fucking crazy time in my opinion. So it is Exotic who now takes the lead of this race back into his hands, and Tona who once again finds himself in the role of a pursuer, while Exotic does a 59.98, the first sub 1 minute we have seen. The guy snorted some cocaine and is now doing Some weird shit as Tona slides out. Will that allow Hawk to take him? Oh, thank God for boosters there. Oh, that saved Tona's ass. But Hawk will close in on this. A rare mistake there from Tona. Lap 17. Tona fingers dying. Could be. Exotic now extends to almost 3 seconds as the gap closes down from Tona and Hawk. Do you have any other close battles? At the moment we don't have anything. This is the closest one we have. Oh, and to Hawk! Another mistake from Hawk! Very, very unfortunate. That will allow Tona to breathe a little easier there. Because Hawk just dropped down another half a second. As Exotic extends his lead to almost 3 seconds, and he's on a look at this. He's on a world record pace. At the moment, this is a very strong lap by Exotic. I hope I'm not gonna jinx it. Let's follow this for a little bit. Let's see if it's gonna be blue. It's blue again. The world record in a match. 0.11 at least could be personal best. 0.20 on his PB and just 0.4 of the world record. This is insane pace by Exotic. Is it gonna be blue and blue again? Save that a little bit, but this is still crack pace. No, but he fucks it up. Unfortunate. As Brachello does 101 flat. Exotic was on a flyer, extends his lead to 3.4 seconds. That was a crack time. Let's follow Lolly now, who is hunting Gar for 8th place. Oh, as Lolly makes a fucky wacky, will that allow Kent to take him back? No, it will not. Lap 19 out of 24. I don't think we will see any changes now, except for Dream and Tona, who are going up. No, my mic is pretty much the same. It's a bit fucked though, because it's old. So that could be the case. I hope it's not that big of a problem. Let me know if it's too big of a problem. If should I lower the music or something? If it's hard to hear me, you gotta tell me so I can lower the music. But anyway, we still have Exotic in the lead, followed by Hawk. We have Tona and Dream going at it for 3rd place. This could be interesting. Lap 20 out of 24. As Dream slides out a little bit. Yeah, as I said before, I don't think we will see many changes in position at this point. The field has spread out too much. Lolly closes in on Kent. Can maybe go for that 9th, and we have Neko there as well. This could be a battle for a 9th. There we go. Neko with a better exit will overtake Lolly, who now drops out of top 10, but Lolly coming back, not really. Let's see, but with a better speed. I think Kent has a slide. I'll just not do that ever. Had a good angle, didn't execute that very well, and I mean we're seeing some changes now in positions as well, but I think the top is gonna stay the same. In lap 21, everyone though looking for the 3rd place. Is it gonna be Dream or is it gonna be Tona? I think Exotic did a fucky wacky of some sort because Hawk closed in on the gap. Oh, there we go with Dream. Slides out and Tona is now in provisional 3rd place, but Dream with a better exit will maybe go for Tona. Still too close to call it, and remember, every point counts here, every position matters. Every fastest lap, etc., etc., matters in the grand standings. Ooh, this is very close for the 3rd place between Tona and Dream. Who's it gonna be? Lap 22 out of 24. 2 laps remaining for the leaders. As Hawk closes down the gap on Exotic with 1.4 seconds. As Dream goes for the overtake. Should have the better line here. Tona has to go wide, has to release. Who's gonna now do the inside-outside line? There we go, Tona on Dream. Dream provisional on third place, but Tona with a better exit. Will have more speed here as well. Can he take it back? This is very, very close for the third place. I think the closest fight we have on our hands at the moment. Maybe Stefan and Zepset also going for it, as Tona goes for the overtake, and he will execute. And Tona is back on provisional third. Doubt Dream will give that back. Let's quickly go to Stefan and Zepset, who are also in a battle of their own. Lap 24 of 24. After this, only one lap is remaining. And provisionally, Exotic, Hawk and Tona make the top 3, but Dream is not gonna give that away. With 1 lap to go, I think the top 2 is settled, because the gap is 10 seconds. Even with a huge blunder, this stays the same. The question is, who's gonna come in third? Is it gonna be Tona or is it gonna be Dream? Very surprising performance there by Tona and by Dream as well, like for me. Oh, and Tona slides out, and I think that's it. I think that settles it. Dream will take home the third place here. What can Hawk do? Nothing, because Exotic will not make a mistake. So we are free to go now. But nothing is close. Oh, and Hawk, there's a fucking wacky! But thank God the gap is 10 seconds. Jumper jack getting lapped. So yeah, that is cemented now. This is how they come home on the final lap. It's gonna be Exotic, Hawk, Dream, Tona, Roa, Stefan, Zepset, Garf, Neko and Lolly who make the top 10. Let's just follow the guy, cruise back to the finish line. I don't see any mistake from him. Neko though going there to Garfowski. We'll come back to that. Players just entering the final lap, so far behind though, as Exotic is close to finishing. And there we go, Garf with a better exit. Can he go for the overtake on Neko? We have seen so many overtakes here with Dream. There we go. Dream comes in second, Tona comes in third. Will be followed by Roa, by Hawk. But this is where the battle is with Neko and Gar, but we won't see any other positions change. Where is the finish line? It's there. Stefan finishes, Zepset finishes. And then huge gaps. Just no one, nowhere. Let's follow this to the end with Neko and Garf. Can Neko go for the overtake for 8th position? That was a good exit. Risks it super much. Can he go for the overtake for the late snipe? Yes, he can! Neko will snipe him, but 100! Crazy, crazy snipe at the end by Neko. Lucky we caught that. Neko with a better exit there, and he snipes him by 100 for the 8th place. Insane. Good stuff by Neko. Absolutely sent it there in the end. But Exotic, Dream and Tona make the top 3, followed by Roa, Hawk, Stefan, Zepset, Neko, Garf and Lolly who make the top 10. Good shit. As we see Mizu joining in now. Only missed on Island, which is a good thing. Very, very good, very good. Oh, Teoria, welcome. Close battles all over. This just shows that these players really are at the top of the la creme de la creme. When it comes to performing Riz Dead here, says Tona, that was to be expected. Spitfire says the same. Congrats on the world record. Thank you very much, Teoria. Appreciate it. App updated. Yeah, let's see. App updated. We'll go to Grand Final leaderboards. Does this work? Yes, it does. So, standings are... Oh, these are not total standings. This is weird. Overall standings... Oh yeah, because it resets. So you have Exotic in the lead. Dream, Tona... Well, these are exactly the same standings. Yeah, because... Oh, I forgot. They reset. So the order is the way we finished. The order is the way we finished the first map. So we will see after this one if we see any lead changes. This is of course desert, a completely different animal. I'll go take a quick piss and you can observe the training of this map. Made it just in time. There we go, we see Nico complaining. What is this? This, my friend, is sliding slopes by Stefan. An environment that suits him the most. God damn it. Fucking don't start smoking. Because then you'll have this. So yeah, the maps have changed from the quali stage to grand final stage. I mean, from semi-finals to finals. Or was it from... No! Are they all the same? I'm fucking retarded. I think I've seen some changes done to this map in Gulafan. And we'll go. The second map of the first part of the grand finals. Sliding slopes by Stefan. So we'll see, we'll follow Hawk, who looks to be the most consistent if this is from this map. Of course, a longer map this time. 110 and Hawk. I will not spec this guy ever again for the whole match. I'm so sorry, Red Shadow, it was really not what I intended to do. Unfortunate. But we go. Lap 1 of map 2. No major mistakes though, but Mizu and Red Shadow who fall behind by 5 seconds. The top 10 is still within a second, which is very surprising, especially on a map like this. No major mistakes, even though there are some sketchy parts. Helicopter, we'll take a look at here. Now we'll take a look at the here. Nico, Hawk, Dream. Oh, we see someone go. Stefan goes there, did a fucky wacky. Unfortunate, and Mizu in the last place. Brrr, helicopter. Let's see. Nico, followed by Hawk, followed by Dream, Spitfire, Tona, Zipset, JJ, and then everyone else, while Mizu is chilling there at the back. Going into lap number 2, Nico extends his lead by 1 second, and we see Exotic making a fucky wacky. That is unheard of. Exotic falls down the order, gets by the Tona, makes one as well. Both of these top players make a fucky wacky, so both of these guys are gonna be on a recovery drive. Thank God we have 22 more laps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, put your bets in where these two guys will finish. Tona, of course, has said that his wrist hurts from before, and we have seen much mistakes now. What has happened there? That was a quick recovery. What the fuck? Both of these two guys. How does that happen? Did that many players do mistakes? Red Shadow back in 10. Interesting. You have anything. Garv there in a battle with, oh look, Lolita doing well as well. In 7th place, Satana Perkele. There we go. Stefan 1:11.47. Let me mind you, this counts into points. The fastest laps, like best laps, count, but they're also limited. If someone fills this in, no more fastest lap for you, as I understand, because they just go down. So if one guy does 20 of them, you will not get a single point in. That's the way the system works. Let's go. Very close battle between these two players, and also a very close battle between Hawk and Dream again. Oh, and Lolly, no! No, that's gonna be a costly mistake there from Lolly. As I said before, this is a very punishing map. If you make a fucky wacky and somehow Lolly suddenly finds him down in 13th. That was a huge mistake by Lolly. Unfortunate. Punishing as Nico there in the lead. Extends it to 2 seconds, followed by Dream and then Stefan, Roy and Hawk also in a scrap of their own suddenly. Hawk goes there for big air time. That will allow Roa to take him with a lower line and with a better exit speed there. No changes at the top. Oh, as we have seen Roa slide out a little bit. Neko extends it to 2 seconds. Neko close behind, but this is a cool scrap now for 2nd and 3rd place. Once again, these two guys are within a second. Top of the top players. Look at go. Stefan going for an early overtake on Dream. That's gonna be a better exit line, better speed. Oh, almost clips that. I can imagine clipping that with speed is very disgusting, but Dream will not let that go. But he will have to. Bad exit there. Stefan extends. As Mizu Rich quits, and Stefan! Fucky wacky as Nico does a 1:11.46 and Hawk followed by 1:11.33. Mind you, Hawk did a top 8 right now. Hawk is on a mission, but so are all these guys here. Where is Roa? Also in the mix there. This is gonna be a very stacked and very close top 3 as Nico extends his lead to 3 seconds. Oh, and Dream had a bit of an oopsie there. This will allow Stefan and Hawk to fuck off into the distance by a second. So now we have Neko, Solo Warrior, and then Stefan and Hawk in their own scrap, and Roa and Dream in their own scrap. And then there's nothing. Exotic 7th place, chasing Zipset. Garf is there, Tona is there, and Tona clips it! Will that Red Shadow will allow him to overtake him? A small mistake, who cost Tona the position. But he's not gonna give that away that easily, is he? No, he's not gonna give that away that easily. Going after Red Shadow and clips it again. Oh, that was so close. How did he survive that? How did he survive that? It's absolutely insane. And now we have yet another fight there as we see Neko did a fucky wacky. Neko gets destroyed and finds himself in 5th place. Suddenly Roa is in the lead, followed by Stefan, and Dream is also there. What is going on here? Top 5 within a second and a half. This shit is stacked. After 6 laps, yes, exactly. This shit is stacked. This can go any way. So we now have 2 scraps on the map. Helicopter, where are you? Oh, there we go. So we have Roa in the lead, followed by Stefan, and a nice battle there. Zeps doing his own thing, Exotic doing his own thing. And then we have another group of players. Tona, Red Shadow, and Garf, who are doing their own thing for the top 10. This top 10 is insane. And as much as I'd like to watch this fight, I'm much more interested in this fight. With Roa, Dream, Stefan and Hog. This is absolutely crazy. Going to lap 7, both with a big air time. No lead. 4 players after lap 7, almost within a second. This is absolutely crazy. And what's going on here? Spitfire, oh! I was about to say he's joining in, but he's not joining anywhere. Tona suddenly takes 8th position, while Garf and Red Shadow all battling for 10th. Interesting. One mistake here can decide everything. Imagine you drop down there, you're dead. As Red Shadow goes for a bit of a outside line, will have more speed, but Garf comes back super strong. Oh! Is he gonna be able to do it? Yes, he will, but Red Shadow once again with a better speed. Is he gonna go for the overtake? Yes, he will. No, he will not. Oh, this is very close. This is close. Very good fighting. I'm enjoying this so much. But Garf for now will have to admit to Red Shadow's superiority and will drop down a little bit as we have Stefan 110.92. First in 110. The guy just drove a top 6 as if it was nothing. Close. Roa and Stefan within 0.5 of a second after lap 8. Dream has fallen off, Zipset has fallen off, and Hawk has fallen off. These 2 guys are very close to each other, but the real fight at the moment is here as Neko drops down to 6th position somehow. From 1st to 6th, so he's definitely now on a recovery drive there. Oh, 3 seconds. Has Tona to Neko. Yeah, I looked at that wrong. Oh, but Hawk with a huge mistake has to respawn. That's gonna be costly. Not really, because the gap to Zipset. Wait, what am I seeing? Why was this shit lagging? Hawk to 6th place. Neko to 5th place. Oh my god, interesting. So let's see the leaders now. These 2 guys again going. Stefan takes now the provisional. Stefan has to respawn. Stefan made a fucking walk in that allowed him to overtake him. Stefan drops to 3rd place. And we have Neko and Zipset now with huge speed. What has happened there to Stefan? He's already in a charge mode. That was a costly mistake there from Stefan. Oh my god, I have to be quiet now for some time. Jesus Christ. Lap number 9. Woo. And Roa in the lead by 2 seconds, followed by Dream, followed by Black Cat, aka Stefan. And then a 3-second gap to Zipset and Neko. Zipset there Nico on a try to zips it, but also does a weird two-wheeler there, almost gets destroyed, and now gets destroyed, and that will allow Zipset to breathe easy for a little bit, because Nico will not catch him. Do we have any other fight? Exotic there. Oh, God! So, I thought he made a fucky wacky. Exotic passes him for 9th and is now gonna go for the overtake on Red Shadow. Will Red Shadow give his 8th position away that easily? Will he? The Prodigy versus the GOAT. Who's it gonna be? Oh, Exotic with a nice line there. Oh. Will get to 8th place, but we are seeing a battle now here. Again for the 2nd place. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna be quiet for a second. As Dream makes a fucky wacky, and that's gonna be costly. That will allow Stefan to get a 1 second lead over him. And we are seeing yet another scrap there with Zipset and Nico. Nico suddenly finds himself in 4th. A very nice recovery drive, and we're not even half race distance. As I said before many times, marathon not a sprint, and it's gonna be very important here because the map is punishing. Even though the distances are huge at the moment, it's still very punishing. Let's see, the closest scrap we have so far is for 7th place between Hawk, Exotic and Red Shadow. Hawk, like, not to be ruled out, really good player. Oh, why? Why? He does the horn as well, and that's gonna be a very costly there. Very costly by Hawk. Even Spitfire will overtake him. What is this commentator's curse today? Whoever I spec does some weird ass shit. I am really sorry, I apologize. What the hell? And Hawk finds himself in 10th, battling with Spitfire somehow. As Red is going to Garfowski, as Exotic is chasing Tona, as Tona is chasing Stefan, and Stefan is chasing Zipset. God damn it, there is so much going on. Dream finds himself in 2nd place, followed by Nico, who somehow makes it to 3rd. Crazy, crazy stuff. Let's go back to helicopter. Roa, let's visualize the lead now. Roa is there, and Dream is there, and then a huge gap to Nico in 3rd, followed by Zipset and Stefan. This is gonna be a scrap for 4th place, followed by Tona, followed by Exotic, Garf, then Hawk, who overtook Red Shadow, and then Spitfire doing his own thing again. And then Lolly in 12th place, JJ 13th, and then no one else. The gaps are big. 40 seconds at half race distance. Interesting. We'll follow this scrap now between Stefan and Zipset. It's once again gonna be decided by one huge mistake, because the field has spread out so much now. Oh, let's see. Some people went slow, and we have another 4-way in the making. But I think the field has spread out enough that people have switched. From driving really fast times to just driving consistent. I think that is what we are seeing at the moment, which of course is the way to go. Oh, was that Hawk again? Hawk again with a fucky wacky again! What is Hawk doing? We have seen the same on Island. Just mistakes out of nowhere. And he finds himself in 10th. Interesting by Hawk, who had a dominant performance in semi-finals, now finds himself on the other edge of the stick in the finals. There's just so much shit going on in this one. 10 times more eventful than the other one. Oh, that was very, very close. charging after Zepset. I think his hands are not dead as he claimed they are to be, and he goes for the overtake, but Zepset will not give that away that easily. That was super close there from Tona. Who's gonna get a better line there? It's gonna be Tona, because Zepset got a weird two-wheelie slowdown there. So it's gonna be Tona who moves into 5th place, charging after Neko, who is charging after Stefan for the 3rd place. And Roa, we have this is now a lead change. We didn't see it. Roa drops down to 2nd place. Dream, surprisingly, is now 1st in lap 14. But I doubt again that... that was a weird line for Roa. That will allow Neko to close in a little bit. Gap now extends to 1 second. Oh. Dream surprisingly consistent, yeah, as Wormy said. He's capitalizing on others' mistakes. Dream is like George Russell in F1, who is just suddenly there when you fuck up. Stefan with another 1:10.82. That is top 6 again. That is crack time. That is crack time in match by Stefan. Gotta give credit where credit is due. He's going in for an overtake on Tona. Now for 4th place. Provisional 4th place, but Tona will not give that up that easily. We have seen the most mistakes happen there on the jump. Oh! And yet another lead change with Dream, who did some weird shit, and now Roa is back on provisional 1st place. So now Dream finds himself yet again in the role of a chaser. 9 more laps to go. Half a second. As in the previous map, this one, like this environment, is very tapping oriented, so you have to tap through the turns. Smooth steering does not pay off in desert, those who know. So it's also very punishing on your fingers, and we are lap 16, so that's a good chunk of race distance. So we will see the performance starting to drop off, as we have seen that in Island. As the Hipuile is a minute behind almost at lap 16. And do we have any other close scraps between Stefan and Neko? Dream and Roa within a second. This is the way it is. Garf and Spitfire doing their own thing. Roa, Red Shadow as well. Going in for the overtake on Garf, and Garf with a weird outside line there through the cacti will give the 9th position to Red Shadow, who is now chasing Spitfire for 8. Also a nice recovery drive, and no one then is gonna chase Exotic for 7th because the gaps are way too big. The closest battle at the moment is Stefan and Neko. Mizu FK. Mizu has rage quitted. Mizu has left the game. As seen in man, this is pathetic. Sorry, see you Sunday. Good luck. Bye. Yeah. Unfortunate, you know. As you see, Stefan close the gap on Neko. Neko, weird line over those rocks. Stefan closes in even more. And the gap between Dream and Roa is also not extending. Oh, Stefan! Always giving me a heart attack over that. Over that with that jump. Is he gonna go? That was a nice exit pit. Will he be able to? Neko! Somehow recovered it Tona will not profit of it, and Neko clips again. So it's provisional Stefan in third place, but Neko there with a better exit. Can he capitalize on that? Can he take Stefan in this turn? No, he will not. Similar lines there. As Zepse does 1:11.91. That's a top 10 times, still nice. And at the moment it's provisional third place for Stefan. Let's visualize the gaps because we are there. We have seen another scrap there with Red Shadow and Spitfire. Let's follow that with Helicopter. Very nice going into the tunnel. Signal lost, fuck that. Hawk going after Lolly. Hawk finds himself in disappointing 12th place. I completely forgot about Hawk. That is a really unfortunate performance on Desert, battling with a Lolly for 11th. Unfortunate. Dream goes in the row within half a second. Lap 18 out of 24. These guys know it has to be now or never, because one mistake can decide. It's better if he overtakes him now. The closest battle at the moment. Maybe Red Shadow and Spitfire come close as well, but Roa makes a mistake! And that will allow Dream to take the place back, and Stefan is also there somewhat in the mix, but that's gonna be almost a 2 seconds, and Roa makes it again! Stefan will not close into that. So it's provisional first for Dream, unless he can make a Fakiwaki. There we go, Stefan has closed in the gap for these guys. Where are we? We are here, wow! There is Dream, and there is Roa, and there is Stefan, and Neko somehow is there on the mix. Hawk has deleted. Hawk is out. Very unfortunate. Might be hand pains. Oh, Stefan, I think he clipped there. Might be hand pains, might be rage quit. I have no idea. But provisionally it's Dream, followed by Roa, followed by Stefan, and this is anyone's game because Neko is also there. Suddenly, this has come alive in the top 4. As Hawk confirms that left hand is gone. Yeah. Going from island into a smooth, which is a very smooth steer oriented, into this tap is very demanding. Hawk has indeed retired. Yeah, a bit sad to retire at lap 20, you know. I agree with that, but yeah, to each its own. Let's just follow this. Lap 24, laps to go as Stefan saves it. Neko eats in like a torpedo. Will he go for the third place, or will Stefan hold on? Oh, top 3 completely undecided at the moment. Oh, Roa makes another fucking mistake. Will go for that thing, but will fall down. That will allow Tona to close in on Roa somehow. And provisionally it's Dream, Stefan and Neko. We are seeing so many mistakes. Look, Tona is closing in on the Roa. Can Tona go for the late 4th place? Can Neko go for the late 2nd place? This changes everything. This changes everything. Dream will pick up good points. Stefan as well. Neko as well. Hawk is out. That's gonna sting in terms of points, because every point counts. Look at that, Neko with a better speed now. Is he gonna go for it? Has to release a little bit. Stefan giving me heart attack once again. We are seeing Tona there. We are seeing Roa in 5th. Unfortunate. Even Zepset is closing in on Roa. What is going on? Lap 21. Where are the leaders? Helicopter. Zepset is there. Dream is there. Let's visualize the gaps. Dream is now going for a relap, and that's the gap to Stefan, and that's the gap to Neko. Non-existent. And then we have Tona, who overtook Roa, and then we have Roa, and then we have Zipset, and also Exotic is there in the mix. So yeah, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Stefan does a 1:10.76. Stefan! No, Stefan does a very strong time and then crashes, and that will out Tona gap. Big time, huge mistake from Stefan there. Can he hold it for 2 more laps? That was a huge mistake there from Stefan. 1:10.76 though. That's a top 5 time by Stefan. But he made a big fucky wacky. And Tona is right there on Stefan. What happened there with Stefan? And Stefan again! And Roa will go for the overtake. Tona. I don't even know what I'm saying now. Tona is now provisionally 3rd and Stefan is 4th. The gap, you know, the gap is not that big. You know, the gap is not that big. Stefan sees it. Stefan's gonna go for it. Lap 23. We have 2 more laps to... Ooh, that was close as fuck. Unless Dream makes a mistake. Oh, Stefan! What was the thought process there for Stefan? That's a huge mistake. That's a huge mistake by Stefan. Why didn't he respond? That's a huge mistake from Stefan, who is now suddenly 6. Where is Exotic? He's not gonna take it. But Stefan drops from possibly 3rd place to 6th. That is very unfortunate by Stefan, and I think it's gonna stay like this. Unless Neko can go for the late lunge on Dream. That was so unfortunate by Stefan. Oh, crucial points lost. Unfortunate. Roa closing in on Tona. Tona nowhere on Neko. Zepsid nowhere on Roa. So we'll see. We'll see if Neko can close it out on Dream on the final lap. Let's just look at this, because I don't think anything else is gonna happen. Oh, I'm so gutted for Stefan. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, and Neko makes a fucky wacky. Will that allow Tona to do something? No, it will not. And that will allow Dream to cruise to victory. Even with this fucky wacky, Neko barely makes it. Tona is too far behind. Chill. And that's gonna be it. Top 3 are gonna be Dream, Neko and Tona. Roa drops out. Stefan unfortunately drops out. No one's gonna catch anyone at this point. Let's just follow Dream cruise to victory. Dominant performance, very embodiment of it's a marathon, not a sprint. No mistakes, played it safe and cruises to victory, capitalizes on other mistakes. And there we go, Dream with a 1st place finish. It's gonna be followed by Neko in 2nd and then Tona in 3rd. There we go, Roa and Zepset are gonna follow there. GG, insane performance by there. Stefan unfortunate in 6th place. Exotic comes there in 7th. Spitfire also there in 8th. Red Shadow so far behind, and Garf as well. That was a very demanding map to play. We have seen many mistakes. Look at the gaps. Gaps are absolutely insane. Lolly finds himself at 11, just shy of 10. Satana perkele for Lolly. But that was a tough one. You could see that from the amount of mistakes that this was a very demanding map to play. Absolutely. It's also, roads are more narrow. For example, Island is very open, meaning it's also faster and mistakes are more punishing. But this, as fast paced as this is, and roads being narrow, hurts even more, I think. GG's, we have now a 5-minute break. Unfortunate for Hawk. Lost crucial points there. But so far this is living up to the name of United Masters. We have seen close racing, we have seen mistakes, we have seen everything. I wanted to say something uplifting there, but we have seen everything. This is just living up to the name United Masters. This is the good shit. Let's see if this has updated. Grand Final leaderboards 260 hasn't changed. It's still 260. So no updates as of yet. Why are the maps so long? They can be between a minute and minute 15. This one just happens to be a minute 10. It is what it is. And also because this is it's a masochist competition. Now my finger is like a ventilator. I actually can't. Because this is because United Masters is the most prestigious competition in United forever, meant basically for the top of the top, a creme de la creme. So basically you have very long technical maps, endurance as Wormy pointed out. So yeah. I mean, I'm gonna put myself on the hater side now, and I'm gonna say, if the player population weren't like 30 to 35 years old, you know, maybe we would have less of this finger pain issues, etc, etc. Nah, just joking. Admins are noobs and maps are bad. Yeah, if you're a United mapper, you have to you have to embrace that everyone's gonna shit on your maps. Has this updated? It has! So we have Dream now in the lead, followed by Tona and Exotic in third place, Neko following closely, and then Roa. And then Stefan in 6, Zips at 7, Hawk 8, Garf 9, and Spitfire at 10, Red Shadow and Lolly make up 11 and 12, and these are the only two players above 1000. The rest is all under. But yeah, so far dominant from Dream. We're seeing Exotic and Tona very close there, and Roa and Neko very close there. I don't see why there's a bug though with 240 and or what are we? Is this supposed to be the one? I don't know which one I'm even supposed to be looking at. But these are the standings. You know, so far Dream is in provisional lead, followed by Tona, followed by Exotic, and that make the top 3. And that's it. And that was Sliding Slopes by Stefan. And now we're moving into the final map of the first Playday of United Masters 3 Finals, which is gonna be Wasteland by Roa. This is where all the TA noobs can come to shine. Woohoo! So I will once again leave you with a quick warm-up with Roa, I guess, the author of the map. Exotic does some weird shit and disconnects. Huh? Pipe out. Let's follow with Roa, a 5-minute warm-up. I'll go take a quick lick as Exotic rejoins. Be right back. Nada should give the winner permanent 2020 club access. I'm gonna be biased. And I'm gonna say this is a way more superior game than Mario Kart, man. Just no way. Nado could step in and update this game with more blocks, etc, etc, but that's a debate for another time, as we are counting down the final 30 seconds The final 30 seconds before we go live on the third map of this United Masters 3. Grand final day 1. Nado don't reward these players, we do. Players reward the players. You can donate. Bingo! A perfect horn to go for this. You can donate to the prize pool in United Unicorns. My hand is shutting down, says Red Shadow, as we go live for the third and final Glachvan match of the day. And may it be a good one. We have seen everything so far today. Let's see what's gonna happen. It's on Dream the whole day, and we are also seeing someone make a fucking walk. Was that Hawk again? Was that Zipset Jumper Jack Roa? The creator crashed. Unheard of. And it's Tona and everyone else. Roa and Hawk again fall behind, and JJ is there. Then we've seen Red Shadow going slow as well. But the top so far is stacked. Now it's of course on Dream Lolly Satana Perkele in first place. What is going on here? The dude trained only Island Stadium. Neko is there on the mix, Tona is there, Spitfire is there, everyone is there though. Even though these guys are pulling away now from everyone else. And this one I think is the shortest one of them all, so it will be over sooner than expected. Estona is battling with Lolly, Dreams falls down to 4th, but Spitfire is also there. I think that checkpoint there at the start is gonna be a place to spec. I think if we're gonna see any mistakes, we're gonna see them there. But we have a train of cars now. Tona in the lead, followed by Neko. Dream drops down to 3rd place, and a Lolly gives place to Spitfire. Absolute cinema, as you said. Yeah, Tona does a 109.97. That was on the first lap. We will see now. This is the first flyer. I imagine laps are gonna get the fastest here, as Lolly makes a weird fucky-wacky, and that will allow Roa to close in on everyone through the engine off block. Going and is on a recovery drive and is suddenly in 4th. Interesting with Tona in the lead, followed by Neko, followed by Dream, Roa, Exotic, Helicopter, no mistakes there. Oh, interesting. This is a very hard line to do. We'll see if any of these guys crash at. Close. 102.76. And remember, this counts towards the final points. I mean 67. So Rob basically just drove a top 7 time. Correct time, if I may add. Where is Lolly? Drops down to 6, drops down to 7th. As Red Shadow rounds up the top 10. Garf is far behind, so we are seeing the gaps now between the players. They are grouping now. As Neko going after Tona and Dream going after Roa, who's going after Neko. Not as close as I imagined it to be. As Tona does a 102.49. No mistakes there again from any of the players. Let's see Garf now and Stefan. Oh, that's very close. Can't putting it on safe. JJ and that guy as well. But 102.49 is a very strong time by Tona. Who's extending the lead. Like the field has spread out nicely. The closest find at the moment is between Hawk and Spitfire, who finds himself in 5th place. Is Hawk gonna be able to contend? Oh, that was super close, but Spitfire will get a better exit speed there. and it's gonna be neck and neck. We'll see Tona 0.4 off the world record. That could still be a fast time. Is it gonna be? No. Not this time. No mistakes there. Oh, but so close there by Lolly. So close by Red Shadow as well. And we are seeing the gaps starting to extend now after lap number 5. Battle for second place there is between Roa and Nico. Tona has extended to 1.5 seconds. Now, almost. As Roa contending with Nico for second place there. I've gotten a bit tired now from this. I think I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit. You guys are gonna love that. Oh, as Roa goes for the overtake on Nico. Fantastic. I don't know what Nico did there because I'm blind as a fucking bat. We have another scrap there, but Lolly zips at speed and Exotic. Nice. And Red Shadow doing his own thing there. Lolly with a good performance though. In 6th place. Battling with Exotic, which is a surprising thing. I'm surprised Exotic is that far down. That's the most surprising thing to me. A player who always did well on Stadium finds himself out of top 3 for this one. On a not that technical map. That is very surprising to me. Nico will not close up on Roa this time. Roa will not close up on Tona this time. Tona again with a strong time. Can he improve? He will not improve yet again. Lolly and Zipset within 0.3 of a second do that well. No mistakes. We need to go closer here. No, as Red Shadow does it. We need to do the angle. Ah, this is a better angle. Whoa, whoa. As now Zapset extends his lead from Lolly. And Spitfire closes it. This is gonna be close for the 6th place. As the field is spreading out. Roa now closing within a second. Roa. Tona must have done something to allow Roa to close the gap this much. No mistakes. Absolutely no mistakes there. And we are getting so and so close to this shit. Oh, that was so close between Lolly and Spitfire. Who are absolutely going headed for 7th place. Surprising performance by Lolly. Who's not gonna give it up. A new best lap here by Exotic. 102.37. 102.37. Dude just did almost a top 6. That's a correct time, and Lolly clipped it. Will that allow Red Shadow to close in? No, it will not. The gaps at the moment are too big. Let's go, helicopter, helicopter. The field has spread out big time. We have the leader there. Followed by Roa. And then a sizable gap to Nico, and then Dream, and then Exotic, and then Zipset and Spitfire. And there is Satana Perkele. Oh. And then a huge gap to Red Shadow and Hawk, who are also now battling it out. A surprising turn of events. Hawk is battling with Red Shadow for 10th place. For 9th place, I might add. But Hawk is just sanding it through that checkpoint while Red Shadow is safing it big time. Might be that's where he's losing time. If we go to more helicopter, the leaders are far into the distance. God damn it, Tona and Roa are going at it. That's the first group of players who are going there. And then you have Nico, followed by Dream and Exotic. Exotic putting moves on Dream. Zaps doing his own thing. Lolly going after Spitfire. He's not going to give that away. And then we have Hawk extending the lead from Red Shadow. Red Shadow doing his own thing. And then a huge deficit. Look at that. There's just nobody. Nobody there. And there's Garf, followed by JJ. And then again, there's nobody. The distances, the differences are insane here. I would expect this on Island. I would not expect this on Stadium, as we see Roa going in for Tona. Oh my god, my setup is just falling apart. And provisionally, it's Roa who takes it super wide, but Tona on the inside line with a good speed. It's gonna be neck and neck to this checkpoint. Who's gonna take it? This is very close. Once again, after some laps, the match has come alive. very close between these players. You see, Roa now with a better exit will overtake Tona, but Tona's not gonna give that away that easily. That's gonna be, I think, a strong time by Roa. No, it's not gonna be 0.83 to the lead, but look at that neck and neck, 0.09. Who's gonna take it? No mistakes through there. Roa not with a better exit. Yes, with a better exit indeed. Inside line, that will give Roa the provisional first position. Maybe not. It gave it for one turn. This is very close. We're watching, of course, the goats of Stadium. I can't imagine a single player who comes close to the endurance / performance like Roa. Tona is now challenging him. They are within 0.1 of a second, and then you have almost a 5-second gap to the third player. Now with a huge mistake, and that will allow Neko to close in the gap. Will he? Roa is gonna extend him, but Neko with a better speed will not close that. Dream closes in on Neko as Neko closes in on Tona. What was 0.1 of a second suddenly turned into 3. Roa is cruising to victory at the moment. We're halfway race distance. That was a terrible place to crash indeed. Do you have any other close fights at the moment? We do not. Helicopter, show us the true state of this. Where is my boy Roa? Look at the distance. There he is. There is Tona in second, and then Neko and Dream. Dream hunting down Neko, and then there's just no one. And there's Zipset, and then Spitfire and Lolly and Exotic. It's gonna be Dream and Neko battling it for third position, as Stefan does a 103.92, which is a big way ahead. Away from the world record. But we'll see. Unless Roa makes a Fakiwaki, that's a provisional win for him. Tona is gonna stay on second. It's gonna be between Dream and Neko for third position, because the gap to 5th place is 5 seconds. And the gap to 6th place is also almost 5 seconds. No close battles at the moment. Guess we'll just have to wait for someone to make a big mistake for the gap to close, because the closest battle at the moment is between Dream and Neko. On lap 13, just over half race distance. But I think Dream does this dirt part way better than Neko does, because he closed the gap a little bit. Let's see, this part is very important going into the freewheel block with speed. You don't get speed, you get fucked, and Dream didn't do it that well and gets fucked. Neko will extend the lead now, so we have Roa, Tona, Neko, Dream, Zipset, Spitfire, Lolly in 7th, Exotic 8, Hawk 9, and Red Shadow in 10, who made the top 10, and then you have a 10-second gap to 11. Gaps here are insane. I would imagine this somewhere else. Not on Stadium. Stadium has always been stacked. As hell. Stadium has always been fucking stacked. But look at the differences. Willy Hip is gonna get lapped by Roa on lap 15, I imagine. There you have Roa going off the dirt, and then you have Tona. And then you have Neko and Dream. And that's where it ends. Zipset is far behind, and after Zipset there's just no one. Spitfire is miles behind. Why are you miles behind? Getting chased down by Lolly. This could be interesting. This is very important exit. You gotta do it with speed because of that free wheel block. Lap 15 out of 24. And it looks like it's gonna be the way it is. Roa with a strong, I think we're seeing 0.1. This is very cracked by Roa. If he can hold this together, we are definitely seeing a top 5. 0.1 off his world record. 0.17, yeah, didn't go there with speed. 0.24, yeah, lost much speed there in dirt section. 0.28, but could still be a very strong time because the fastest I think we saw is 102.37. As he laps on lap 15, as I said before. 0.36, 0.37, 0.36. Can he get a good exit? Is this gonna be a sub 1:2:40? It's not gonna be. Unfortunate. Lost a lot there in the end. But clean. And we are seeing just no fights at all. This has come alive. I mean, nothing has come alive. Lolly passed Spitfire, but Spitfire is gonna pass Lolly back. This is a battle for 6th position, for 6th place. Very different lines. We'll see if any of these players make a mistake, and no one makes a mistake, and Lolly is gonna extend on the exit in lap 16. This is the we are at the round time where people will start to drop down in performance. Because as I said for the previous 2 maps, I'm gonna say it again here, it's very hard to drive consistent top times for 24 laps straight. You're strongest between lap 5 and 15, and then you start to drop off because you warm up till the lap 5, and then you have 10 strong laps, and then hands start to hurt. And we'll see if we can see a mistake there by Roa. Exotic somehow there in the mix. Okay, this somehow has come alive. And this is the closest battle. Exotic now moves into 6th Spitfire with a huge respawn. That's gonna cost him a lot. Will Red Shadow be able to overtake him? He goes there in Red Shadow. Oh, that was super close for Red Shadow. And Hawk is too much behind. Red Shadow will not get him. Exotic also made a mistake. Spitfire will not be able to overtake him. Exotic made a fucking walk in. Somehow Lolly is in 6th place. Going after Zepset. Exotic is too far behind. Spitfire is also there. Red Shadow is also there. Going after Spitfire. Hawk is miles behind. Roa doing his own thing. Tona is there. Neko is there. The field is spread out as much as it can be. This is the current state of things. Viewers, do your thing. It's hard for me to say anything. Roa is there. Tona is 2 turns behind. Neko is a turn behind. And there is Dream, and there is Ipset. Roa is just doing. He can cruise to victory. And I don't think we'll see any major mistakes apart from what Spitfire did. So it's gonna stay like this. I think this is how it stays at the moment. Roa is just chilling. Also on a strong time, 0.04 ahead of his own world record. Let's see if he got good speed. I think he's gonna be 0 point behind, 0.16 behind, and double that. Pass it down to the next person. But 0.14, this can still be 0.30. Ah, he's safety there. 0.33. This can still be a strong time there. No, he cannot. Dream is there, Neko is there, Tona is there. Oh, but Nico with a rare mistake. Can Dream capitalize? No, he cannot. Lap 19 out of 24. I think this is how it stays. Roa is gonna lap Kent soon. Interestingly enough, the last position is almost 2 minutes behind on Stadium. I would not expect that ever. Him going for the fastest lap is clever. Yeah, but he needs to get the fastest lap. You know. Don't think he did a single fastest lap. I gotta say, I'm honestly surprised that Stefan, that Roa is lapping Stefan. I would imagine this would be a fight for like top 2 places or something. But it's Roa lapping Stefan. That's fucking correct, if you ask me. That is fucking correct. And look at the differences, there's nothing. Lolly going after Exotic, that's the closest battle we have at the moment. Like of all the maps, I thought this one is gonna be the most stacked. The stadium usually is stacked, but what I'm seeing is something completely different. Like, look at this. The fuck is this? I am much surprised about this. Not for the day yet. This is not stacked at all. What is this? This is online lobby of some nation server. Like, literally, look at that. Roa. Then oh yeah, I thought that's a battle, but it's just Tona lapping Stefan. Look at the gap. Gap is correct. Look at the gap from Tona to Neko, correct. Look at the gap to Neko and Dream. And then Dream and Zipset, look at that. Look at the gap. And then Zipset and Exotic. Like, Lolly and Exotic, that's the closest battle. No, maybe Red Shadow and Spitfire are closer. But look at this. They're just fucking cracked. Roa just doing side quests 7 seconds ahead of Tona. On lap 22. He's just going for it, like, I don't know. Hog the 102.36. Top 7. I guess it pays off at this point yet to go for the fastest times. Oh, Roa clipped. I don't think it's gonna matter. Dude has 8-second gap to Tona. I don't think he gives a shit at this point. Look at that. Holy shit, we are so far behind. What is this? Top 5 is 24 seconds almost spread out. This look, I'm surprised that this is the state of stadium. I am surprised that this is the state of stadium. Did Roa lap hip twice? It could be though. Yeah, I think he did, yeah. This has to be the most unstacked stadium I have ever seen. Like, goddammit, A6MC Stadium is more stacked than this is. What the fuck? As we follow Raw into the last lap, let's try to give in some professional commentaries. Exotic, that's a 102.31. And that's a strong top 5 from Exotic. Just shy of his second place. Yeah, let's try to get some professional commentary in there for the finish. As watch Roa cruise to the finish. On this wasteland, third map of the first Playday of finals, and he's gonna take it. Tona's gonna cruise 6 seconds behind into the finish, and then we'll have Neko in third place. Dream's gonna be in fourth. Zepset, oh my god, that difference there. Look at that. The guy finished. Look where Zepset is. The fuck. this is insane. What are these gaps? As Exotic comes in for 6th place, Lolly is gonna be there. Spitfire, what are these gaps? Spitfire comes in on 8th place. Red Shadow, a surprising top 10. Hawk, look at how much Hawk is behind. And that's a 10th place. Look where JJ is, what the fuck? The most unstacked stadium I have ever seen, I swear to god. The most unstacked. These guys all get another lap. That's how far they are behind. 2 minutes for Hip. Kent, a minute and a half. Stefan, a minute and a half. Almost. Correct. Correct. Totally. While Island and Desert were so fucking eventful, so close, so many fights, I gotta say, Stadium was somewhat disappointing. Really. But we'll see, we'll see. The good shit comes next week. Ghost Rally, Snow. Oh yeah. Bay. No. GG's. Have 4 maps to learn? Didn't learn shit, huh? Huh? Interesting. Let's see if this has updated yet. The final leaderboard. Is it updated? I think it is. Or is it? Is that the same as it was before? Because Dream, Tona and Roa still make the top 3. I think this has not yet updated. But yeah, that was the first Playday of United Masters 3 Finals. Let's see, is it updated yet? Is this it? I'm just gonna call it, if this is it. Okay, I guess that's it. And after the first Playday, Dream is in the lead. Followed by Tona, followed by Roa, followed by Xereg, Neko, Zipset, Stefan, Hawk, Lolly, Spitfire. And that makes the top 10. Red Shadow is still at 12th. Does this change at all now? And that's it. After the first grand final Playday, Dream is in the lead, followed by Tona, followed by Roa. And that's it for the first place day. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll fuck off. And we'll see you next week with what's the expression I'm looking for? It's not extravagant. A 4-map shootout for the win of who's gonna be the United Masters 3 winner. Don't forget to donate to the grand prize. Prize pool is 3.5k. You can still donate that. I will, so it's gonna go up a little bit. You donate in United Unicorns. And we'll see next week. But provisional top 3: Dream, Tona, and Roa. Exotic in striking distance, so is Neko. And then we have a 1k gap to 6th place. So I think it's gonna be between these players. But let me be fucking surprised. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna fuck off. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.